that you don't always have to have it under the chin.
No.
Like if you can get to that palm-to-palm grip, you have that backpack position secured. You have, as he did with that body triangle, you are lock side on the top. You're hipping in the process, and you have basically the ability to use that hinge, if you will, from your gable grip to put the elbow into the center of their back as you crank. That face crank might be enough to do it.
Yeah, and like you said, you add the body triangle in there, right? He's got him wrapped around. He's already struggling to breathe. Then you put on that, choke, even if it's on the chin, man, he's already uncomfortable. So,
right.
And it'll be a learning lesson for Chavez, right? It was his first fight, so he'll be back.
Certainly, certainly. I mean, a great learning lesson for both guys in that, there's things to come away from loss and in victory. There's things for Chavez, obviously, to build on, taking the lesson here, but both of them will be back. They're both with great camps, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds for them. Havoc right back into the stable, though, right now for this fight, as we have Terpstra here in the corner. Colten Terpstra being quartered again by Carlos Valadez. He's got those all-American Don Fry-looking trunks.
Yeah, Havoc going back-to-back.
Taking on Juan Vargas, making his way to the red corner. Vargas representing Denver Modern.
Yeah, Vargas' head coach, Zach Hare, and I believe Don Westman, so you know he's going to be prepared. He's coming into this fight 1-1. Lost his last one to Abe Sanchez by a rear naked choke, so he's looking to bounce back.
And a couple of guys who are very early on in their run, but again, tremendous energy between the two of them. And I will die on this hill. I will beat this dead horse to a bloody pulp. I believe that the amateur scene in Colorado is across the country. I mean, we're talking it's a top 5 market, if not higher.
Yeah, I would agree. We've seen some phenomenal amateurs come through this state and do big things on the bigger circuits. So, yeah, I would say that Colorado's definitely top 5. I agree with that.
When I say it from a vantage point perspective of, I get to work shows all across the country. So I see what some of these different markets or what some of the different talent, I guess, concentrations are in some of these different areas.
Yeah.
And skill for skill, fighter for fighter, it's just such a high level out here in Colorado. I mean, you have guys out here that are training in open classes that can't even crack the fight scene, who would go out and be, beaters of whoever the local run of guys are in other pockets of the country.
Definitely. And how many times have we seen debuts come out and fight and look like veterans, right? And you're just like, where did this come from, right?
Or on the flip side, we'll bring in a veteran from another market who does have a good amount of experience, and they come out here and it's against a guy who maybe only has a fight or two or potentially is making a debut at times, depending on who it is. And it's like a really lopsided level of what they bring to the table in terms of tactics, attributes, and skills.
Yeah, I mean, you see it all the time.
So
Vargas is in the cage now.
All of that long-winded to be said that a couple of young early fighters who were on the Colorado scene as amateurs, I'll put them up against any other market in the country.
Yeah, I mean, Elias Rodriguez is a big one that comes to mind. He grew up in the Combat Club cage, and now you see him on the LFAs fighting these dudes and doing
fights next week for the LFA.
Fights next week, yeah, and that kid's on the tear.
Or I don't know if he's in the building today or not, but we do have a Victory MMA fighter on the card in Nasty Nate Mata, but his teammate and training partner in Elijah Swift-Smith, another guy who cut his teeth here for us in Colorado Combat Club, was an amateur champion as well as a professional champion with us, and is now lighting it up on the biggest scene in the world.
Exactly.
That's who our Colorado scene is. Those are the guys who are rising up through the ranks. We have a Colorado-based fighter, originally by way of Morocco, but is going to be a UFC headliner here in a couple of weeks. We have a Colorado fighter who is in the co-main event of today's UFC card. So the scene in Colorado is as rich as you could possibly imagine.
Yeah, if you want to do MMA, this is the place to be.
Again, maybe only a couple of other areas around the entire country that you're going to have something even comparable. We're talking Arizona, Phoenix is great.
Yep.
Couple of pockets of California.
Oh, that guillotine is tight.
Guillotine right away for Terpstra.
He needs to stack him. Vargas needs to stack him.
Oh, and he's pushing up on the wrist on the opposite side too. That's filthy. He's out. He's asleep. What a massive finish here in the first round. Colten Terpstra.
Wow, this kid is...
He wasted zero time going out there.
Yeah, and Vargas...
Tech submission. Wow.
Vargas tried to get after him, man. Just shot a takedown, but left his head on the outside, and Terpstra snatched it up, man. It was a beautiful guillotine by Terpstra.
Man, he's got that young cowboy energy to him.
Yeah. I mean, he's young, man, but he's shredded and looks very seasoned in there. I believe that was his first win. I think he was coming into this 0-1.
Our bout sheet, it shows him as a debut guy, I believe.
Yeah, he's 0-1, 19 years old.
Yep, you are correct. 19 years young, man. This kid's got a future.
Yeah, bright future ahead of him. And he's with the
I know Sammy Carr's on this card, but is Spartan Plumbing cutting any checks today? That's going to be one that he's definitely thrown his name in the hat for it.
I don't know if they're doing any bonuses tonight, but he definitely deserves one.
Well, yeah. Colten, if you watch this back, you heard me at least trying to rally for you here on the call.
Yeah.
And man, I tell you what, people could say whatever they want about certain influential figures in the game. You take a look at this young man's back. Tell me that there isn't a Conor McGregor influence.
Right. Definitely, I see it. I didn't notice that until you said something. Maybe he'll be the next McGregor.
And you know what? It may not even have anything. He may have had a different inspiration, but young 45er with an eerily similar look of a tattoo. I think we've seen this episode before with Amelia Topuria too. And now with Aaron Varao for the official decision.
Man, and Terpstra looks big for 45. This kid might have to move up in weight as he gets older.
Oh, certainly. I mean, speaking of a guy like a Conor, there's only going to be so long that this young man can make 45, but we're going to hear from our winner. I love it. I love it. Cuts one hell of a promo after a 20-second first round finish.